Hey guys, Iceluslol here, and today we're bringing you a Jayce game. This is Sir Tigs at the Silver 4 LO, and it's on NA. So for mid lane, we've got Jayce versus Zed. This lane, you gotta be careful to not let Zed poke you too much with shurikens like he's doing right now, because if you try to trade Shock Blast, Jayce's Q, with Zed, like you're gonna eventually run out of mana since you don't have tier yet, and he's not gonna run out of energy. So that's one thing I would say watch out for. Once you get your gate, you can QE, or EQ rather, and poke him a little bit harder. But that was pretty good. I would say right there, when you were aiming your EQ, you were aiming at the Zed. You want to just try to aim at minions most of the time, like in lane phase, I would say, because, yeah, like that, because like number one, it'll push the wave, and number two, it's a lot easier to hit the enemy player with it. That was really good harass right there. And like honestly, it doesn't, because like if you're aiming at the player and you miss, it'll basically go past the wave and you won't get anything out of it. But that way, at least you can like push with it. So that's kind of what I would say. But you're doing fine right now. You just basically need to go even until you can go back and get tier. And I'll just fast forward a little bit since you're just farming under tower. So you have potions, you should use them. Potions get worse as the game goes on. Okay, you got a gank from Wukong, Zed got out. Still have 2 potions you're not using. And you're in utility. So I guess you've got enough for tier now? Yeah, okay, you had enough for tier, that's fine. So Zed is still here. So now I'd like to see you pressure Zed. You've bought and Zed hasn't, so he's weak and he has 1 potion left, but you still have more health than him. There you go. Nice. That was good. Now you can switch back to range for him, right? That was perfect. Shock Blast. Get him. Nice. Bam. Okay, good job. That was perfect, yeah. So basically, like that was just a really good opportunity where you could take advantage of the fact that Zed didn't buy, and he kind of stayed in lane and was greedy. And you had your items, so you're obviously more stronger than he is. Getting some poke on Zed, you dodge his poke, nice. So your skill build is perfect, your item build is perfect. Oh, okay, getting some more poke on Zed. Since you have full mana, I'd like to see you use your combo a little bit more, especially since you have ward coverage. Your ward coverage is ideal right now, so like there's no reason that you couldn't just jump in and smack Zed away and do a full combo right here. I mean, he has ult, but he just has a cutlass, so I don't think he could 100 to 0 you. If you chug these potions, you still have the 2 potions. So yeah, I would just like to see you use the potions and then try to chip Zed a lot more. Just due to the fact that you have wards, you're not going to get ganked. And unless you really think that he's going to 100 to 0 you with just a cutlass, I think you probably are fine. And you have exhaust, yeah, there's no way he could 100 to 0 you. Especially since you have exhaust. So like right there, you could have run up and poked him a little bit. Okay, you're landing some EQs, nice. Yeah, I mean, he's not going to be able to do anything against you, and you didn't even burn exhaust there. So, that was good. I'd just like to see you play a little bit more aggressive, maybe. Or maybe go roam. Jayce is, you know, pretty decent at roaming. You have good ganks. Okay, you've got Mono Monet now. So, now he has no ult, too. So, okay, nice. Oh, okay, well, Zed really messed that up. Yeah, I don't know. He basically used his W to go in. I don't know why, but that was really good. You took advantage of that, and now you're roaming. I like this. Instead of just staying bot, you're going to go down here and pick up a free kill on Karma. Really good map awareness. So one thing you want to do is keep looking at the map and looking for opportunities, and now since you killed mid and you picked up the kill on Karma, now that you create some space and your team can get a free dragon, basically. Go back to mid. Garvin's looking to gank you. You're going to get blue, so hopefully you're careful here. Yeah, Jarvan's gone anyway. You're fine. Zed went for a chain vest, so he's pretty much just not going to be able to kill you, so you can ignore him and go roam. I like this. This is great. Jarvan EQ was really good. He kind of like countered your gank, but you got Karma anyway. Oh, yeah, they finally get you though. That's okay. Yeah, you missed the EQ, and then Jarvan's EQ stopped you. So it was a good try. Wukong's got this, I think. Yeah, nice. Pretty good. He got your tower though, but that's okay. I mean, they can't get dragon, so it's not really a big deal. You definitely want to push this down though. Yeah, okay, good. You got that. Now you're gonna go help. I like that you're like looking at the map and trying to help your lanes, especially as Jayce. Like Jayce has the tools to do that. So that's really good that you're doing that. Even though Darius is getting shit on, it doesn't matter because you're pretty fed as Jayce, so you can go help him get like free kill basically. So that was really good. Stole the blue. Yeah, your rotations are really good. Getting caught bot feeding your killing spree is like the only thing I would say so far that you could have done better. Like at that point, since Jarvan stopped your combo, you should have just backed off. You could have left even after you got the free kill on Karma, so that's really the only point. Okay, let me just rewind this real quick. So right here, you walk right into Sivir and Zed. Okay. So you saw Sivir, so I don't know if you were looking at the lane or something, but yeah, you ran right into Boomerang Blade. Boomerang Blade, if it hits you both ways, it does a lot of damage, and it does less damage the more targets it hits, but you were the first target it hit, going both ways, so it's going to do a lot of damage. Okay, that was a really good pickup. So you're going to just siege, you can pretty much siege mid really, really hard with Jayce. With Jayce, Nami, and Ezreal, that's a really good siege comp. You destroy towers. Okay, your team's over here fighting. Okay, so you're stuck in Cataclysm, and you're dead. Okay. Yeah, your team kind of started fighting out of position there. I would have just left. There's not really much you can do as Jayce, especially when you're like in a behind position. Like Jayce wants to poke down before he goes in. So you keep stealing these buffs. That's really good. Alright, so your build, I think I'd rather go Last Whisper instead of, like, the Brutalizer's fine, but the second BF sword, like, I'd rather be building Last Whisper, because if you look at their team, like, Zed bought that early chain vest he's sitting on, Jarvan has his armor, plus he's got Randuin's, you know, Karma even has a Seeker's Arm Guard, so your poke is going to do a lot less for a little bit until you get Last Whisper. So, like, if you want the lifesteal, I would just get a Vamp Scepter and sit on it, honestly. Sell your pots and then just buy a Vamp Scepter and you can sit on it because you eventually can get less, or Bloodthirster anyway. But I think you want Last Whisper as a third item. I guess I mean, you have Brutalizer, so that's kind of a little bit early for Last Whisper, maybe, to go Monomune, Brutalizer, then straight Last Whisper. It's slightly early, but I still think that it's pretty good considering how much armor they have. Okay, Yasuo's here. Ooh, wow. Yasuo did a lot of damage, but you picked him up. Good Wukong ult to catch him out. Alright, so Zed is going to go on you, I assume? He doesn't have ult? Oh, Zed doesn't have ult. Ah, you went up a little too close there, yeah. I understand you're trying to get the kill, but with no Ezreal, not much you can do. Okay, you do get Last Whisper. Okay. That's fine. I'm just coming with Wukong here, trying to pick up Sivir. Like, you guys do get Sivir. And you can... Ah, there's no minions. I mean, I would still push this, and then you can probably leave. Because you have Nami, you can heal you guys up. But Zed is definitely coming down here, so... You see him on the ward, though. Or you're about to see him on the ward if you didn't already. Oh, nice. Okay, well, I guess he didn't think he would go that way. Maybe he didn't know it was warded, yeah, it's probably more likely. Okay, so you guys are getting mid control right now. You're gonna recall, it's fine. Okay, you got a chain vest, that's probably good. Yeah, they have 4 AD people, that's pretty good. I like that. Especially just because Zed seems to be focusing you a lot. And Jarvan focuses you a lot, yeah. So that's pretty good. Getting a chain vest there, I think, is good. So right there, I think you're just maybe committing a little bit too early. Because, like, Ezreal doesn't really have any damage. Like, Essence Reaver is the equivalent of having Bloodthirster. So, like, Ezreal's pretty weak at this stage of the game. And, like, in tandem with Ezreal, though, you can just poke people down. So I would just be looking to continually hit people with Shock Blasts, Empowered Shock Blast. Like, there's really no reason to go all in, because your all in kind of sucks. Like, you have Darius Wukong, but Nami doesn't really do a lot of damage, and Ezreal with his build, Ezreal's build is really bad right now, so even though he's 10 and 4, he still has, like, not that great items, so he's not going to do that much damage. You guys get a pick on Karma here, though, it looks like. Ezreal overkills with his ultimate. Now you guys can push mid final. I'm on the wrong person. There we go. Okay, you're hanging out with Nami over here. You do pick up Jarvan, that's good. You just... Oh, she spell shielded that. Damn. You get the tower, though. Like, this is basically what you want to be doing with Jayce, just sieging. Obviously getting the picks help, but... Yeah, you just want to leave, probably. I would just say, like, try to be careful about committing. Like, you're committing to... Because if you commit to Zed or someone, like... Or even Yasuo, like, Jarvan can trap you in his ult. And Yasuo can jump out of Cataclysm, and so can Zed. So it's really hard. It's just tricky to commit to any of those people with Jarvan who can lock you in there. So you have to be aware of that. Yeah, you definitely want to leave here to preserve your Guardian Angel if you can. Nice. Okay, this is good. You can just hang out here probably with the Nami heals, and you can poke. Okay, Ezreal finally has less Whisper, so he'll start doing more damage now. So now you probably have more options to all in. Oh, so they got Baron. Doesn't matter too much. Oh, trying to preserve your Guardian Angel. Nice. Didn't even lose your GA. It's like Yasuo is pushing into base, to your base. But this is definitely the correct play here, like just pushing. Counter pushing and trying to get an inhibitor. And you're playing back because you don't want him to pop your Guardian Angel. That's smart. Oh, recalling on a ward though. Yeah. So you did save your Guardian Angel, but then you tried to recall on a ward and lost it, so that's okay. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, Zed picks you off. They go 1-for-1 basically. Ezreal should be able to get out of Cataclysm. It doesn't look like he needs to, though. Oh, Yasuo. Yeah, Ezreal should have got out of Cataclysm there. He had Arcane Shift. That was dumb. Okay, so yeah, you just gotta watch out for Zed, because at this point in the game, Zed is gonna have better all-in, single target all-in than you. I mean, once you get like your full build, you can probably right-click him down with the Hypercharge, but not right now. His single target burst is the best of any champion in this game right now. Okay. Oh. Okay, Jarvan picked up Ezreal. Yeah, so you do a lot of damage to Zed, but still does more single target damage. So I think I would have probably rotated up to help Ezreal. Not that it's your fault he got caught or anything, but I think you could have easily killed Jarvan like faster, and then maybe helped out kill other people. So it looks like this game is not over yet, but I mean, you did rotate top to help the Darius, but he doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing. And Nami should not have gone there. I would have maybe stayed near Nami. Like, getting the crab is good for vision, but you could have maybe picked up an extra kill if Nami was there. Like, she would have died anyway, given her positioning, but you probably could have picked up one extra kill and gotten out. Alright. You're just standing here right-clicking down Yasuo. That's good. Oh, wow. Okay. I just caught that out. That's a really good flash. Okay, yeah, you got a little too close to Zed, but you have already an Angel, but I think you're dead now. Yeah. Zed is a giant pain. Ezreal just likes to get in melee range of Jarvan for no reason and stand there. Okay, you got Wukong ulti. I would not jump in right here. You fired a shock blast but it didn't go through your gate. So that was a lot of damage you missed out on. You're just attacking Jarvan? Yeah, you definitely don't need to be afraid of him. Knocked him. Okay. Just killed him. I thought you were going to knock him back into the tower, but no, you just killed him. Zed is ending the game? Oh yeah, damn. Ezreal doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing, so... Oh, the inhibitor came back. Get him! That's good. Alright, so they're gonna get Baron again. Pretty much nothing you can do. Just gotta stay in your base. Looks like this is the last fight. Okay. So... Yasuo does not get away? Okay, you're just right-clicking Sivir. I like this. That's really good. Karma's probably too fast for you to get... Oh, no, Nami sped you up, though. Alright. Knocked her into the wall. Wow, really good. So they're dead for a long time. That's 3 people. You could definitely get this inhibitor. You can probably end. Yeah, I think you can end. Wow, they just threw really hard. Yeah, there's nothing Zed and Jarvan can do about this, I don't think. You're probably dead? No? Nice. Oh, that was a pretty intense game. I really thought you guys were going to lose. That's a nice job you guys did of picking them at the end there. Alright, I'm going to go over player questions right now. So, this Jayce player's questions for me were tips on team fighting with Jayce and transitioning to mid-game, late-game. So, I talked about it a little bit, but basically you were going in, like you were going into melee form a little bit too early sometimes, I think. Especially, like your team is Ezreal, Nami, and your Darius was really far behind. So... you were kind of overestimating the all-in potential you guys had early a little bit. Additionally, your Last Whisper was slightly delayed. Nah, it wasn't really delayed. It was actually pretty much on time. So that was fine. But, excuse me. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'd say about that. You said transitioning to mid-game, late-game. I think you just have to... You kind of let yourself get caught in a lot of cataclysms. That's the main thing regarding like mid-game, late-game, and team fighting in general. So we talked about it before, but you have to watch out when you go on Yasuo or Zed or someone like that. And Jarvan can, if you commit to them, then Jarvan can commit to you and block you off with your ult. And if you don't have flash, you're just stuck in cataclysm. And that's pretty much, I think, almost all of your deaths. Aside from when Zed picked you a couple times, like you probably died like 5-6 times just because you got stuck in cataclysm because you committed too early. So that's something you gotta look out for. If you can't secure the kill, then you're just gonna die in Cataclysm to like Sivir and all their AoE garbage. So that's something you have to really think about in Jayce. It's like, yeah, you can go in, but at the same time, you could also stay back and just right-click people in range form, or wait for one more rotation of your EQ in range form, and then go into melee. How could you have closed the game out quicker so it doesn't last as long and isn't as stressful? I mean, basically just not dying as much. You let your Guardian Angel get popped for no reason when you recalled an awarded brush. That's a big mistake. Getting caught in Cataclysm, like I said, I mean, there's pretty much no reason for you to get caught in Cataclysm because you can just sit back and spam, you know, your range stuff all day. There's no reason to commit even. And even if they do come in, you can just sit in with 500 range and just right-click people because you have a ton of AD. And Hypercharge is really, really good. So, yeah, I would just say, since you're so much damage on the team, like Jayce is really good at killing people, but he's really squishy, so you have to kind of, like, you have an advantage over Zed, because like Zed's all-in will beat you. That's why he kept killing you like in the mid-late game, but you have the poke that he doesn't have. So you have like the gate to speed your team up. You have the, what do you call it, Shock Blast. Yeah, Shock Blast to poke. Like Zed doesn't have that. So just try to look for more opportunities to poke and more opportunities to stay in range for him. Or if you do go into melee, immediately try to back off so you can't get stuck in Cataclysm or other CC that they have. Mid lane tips in general, I think you played mid lane pretty well. I think I already talked about it a little bit though, but just try to hit Shock Blast into the minion wave. Like that way you can push the wave and hit them, and it's easier. You played the matchup pretty fine in general. I think you could have been a little bit more aggressive, but you did get the kill on him when you needed it, when he didn't back that one time, and that pretty much set you up for the rest of the lane phase. And that's it. So, awesome. Thanks for the replay. And I covered everything. Thanks for watching, guys. If you hit the subscribe button above my head, you'll get an email. You'll get an email whenever a new video comes out. Stay frosty.